One of the other questions I've been asked is about the brushes I use. Now there's a variety of brushes here, as you can see, but these are my main brushes, as in just for painting the little detaily bits in question. I've got two others which I can bring into shot as well, but I'll go into that shortly. So we'll start from the left hand side, which is this one. Watch out, all these are going to roll in a minute, so be careful. Watch out. So this particular one, I nearly rolled then, is a Cotman Series 111 Winsor & Newton, and it's a 00. Okay, so that's the one I use for all my detail work, which is that 00 brush. Okay, so that's a really good one to use and to kind of get in stock. It's only synthetic bristle, but that doesn't matter. They tend to wear away quite quickly, the tips of these, because they're very tiny and they're not expensive either, really. So they're only about £3 or so. So which is about $5, something like that, isn't it? So yeah, so the Cotman Series 111 is my main detail brush. The next one on the line is a Rosemary, so Rosemary Co, which is a sable brush. This is a size 2, so I do use this again for a lot of the kind of detail work, but when it's not too intricate. You can get the 00 in these as well. They're lovely brushes. I can either use this one in the 00 version or my Cotman one I've just shown you. So that's that one. This one is my acrylic brush, even though I don't use a lot of acrylics, but I use this mainly for mixing the paints in the palette. It's a very stiff bristled brush and it's ideal for mixing paints with. One thing you shouldn't do, which I too forget occasionally, is to mix the paints in your mixing palette with your normal detail brush, because you can just ruin your brush straight away. So that's that one, that's for mixing. This one is a size 5 Rosemary Co wash brush, I call it, so it's for larger wash areas. Okay, so that's another sable brush on that one. This one, this one is my masking fluid brush. As you can see on here, it's just caked in masking fluid and rock solid. But the good thing about that, if you want to create effects, say for example pebbles or anything like that, on a beach. I've done one with a seabird, I painted one, so I want to create pebbles. So what I did, put fresh masking fluid on this and just kind of rolled it over the surface. And then once it was dry, painted over the top, peeled it off when that's dry, and then you have some lovely kind of dotty effects, which worked as pebbles. Okay, and this one, the final one, on this lot anyway, is my kind of rake brush, which is my own version of one. You can buy the proper made ones, which are, this is the SAA version. I've kind of crushed that one as well to make it spread out a bit further. Or my version, which is this one. Okay, and all I've basically done, I've got a very old brush. I kind of stress that fact again, a very old brush. Pair of pliers, squeeze the ferrule at the bottom. You'll end up kind of splitting the metal, doesn't matter, well not after that. But you just want to kind of spray the bristles apart like so, is what you're after. And then that's ideal for getting those fine details in one go. You can get about 5 or 6 lines in one go to cover a large area quickly when you're doing feathers or fur. Normally for the first layer, the top layer you want to choose your single detail brush, because the only problem with this is that it can be too in line with one another. So too straight, too even. Okay, so that's that one. The only other two I tend to use, this is a mop brush. It's a very, very soft bristle brush, and this is what I would use normally to kind of put the water on the paper before I put the background on. So that's a normal mop brush, it's like a squirrel hair. And then I've got this very old brush, which is a size 18 Pro Art, this one, okay, and that's what I use when I wet the background with a mop brush. I use this one and use the side of it, which you'll see on the barn owl painting. I use the side of this to kind of dab in the colour into the wet paper. Okay, so that's what that one's for as well. So that really are all my brushes. That is it. I don't use much else than that. You don't need a lot of brushes, and it's a bit of a minefield out there, so all I can suggest to you is have a look on the internet, see what you can buy. Go to the one I use, without trying to plug other companies, but is saa.co.uk, or if you're in America or somewhere else, look at your local stockists and see what they've got. And it's a bit of a minefield, but they're the ones I would recommend for now. Hope that helps, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye bye.